Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel Accounts Guru Cool. Learn accounting online. So today we are here with one more content, and in this we are going to discuss about 8 proven and practical based practices for a seamless month-end close and how you're going to streamline your record to report processes. Considering that from the R2R, how much is the month-end activities is important, and that much is going to be the more you can say the workload by month end. And considering that, it's important for us to have a clarity about that, which are all the good practices we have to follow. And that's based on the some experience, some the practical based practices that's we are going to discuss here. So request all the viewers to be a part of our membership to get an exclusive benefits from there. In addition to that, you are able to ask us to create a content as per your request, as per your need, as per your requirement. In addition to that, if you guys are looking for any sort of training related to accounting and finance, that's going to be your R2R, P2P, FNA, or software training related to accounting and finance, you can connect with us on our email ID accounts.gurukul@yahoo.com for exclusive hands-on training that drives results. We'll jump towards that to know more about that, which 8 proven and practical best practices we have to discuss to make seamless our month-end close. Might be you are going to not confidence on this says that only about half of our responding entities, that's a 53%, were able to complete their monthly closing in 6 days. So it means that it's 50% organizations are able to close their month-end activities within the 6 days of the following the month for previous month. And it means rest of all the 50% entities are not able to do the closure of the month end within the 6 days. And accelerating the month end close process is the key goal for many businesses. But it's important that faster speed does not come at the expense of accuracy and compliances. We want to speed up. We want to ensure how your month end is going to be within the 5 to 6 days of the following the month for the previous month. But that's not on the cost of your accuracy and compliances. Then how we are going to do that? There are some important practices that finances and accounting teams can put in place that are likely to result in a faster and more effective month-end close processes. They may require significant changes in the way things are done, depending on the organization's current status quo, but they can offer essential benefits. So those are all 8 proven and practical based practices for a seamless month-end close we are going to discuss here. Knowing that hardly the 50% organizations are able to do the month-end close within the 6 days, but rest of the all organizations not able to do the closures within the expected time frame. So considering that, how you want to improve that? Might be you are into the R2R and you are also facing the same issues. That's you are not able to deliver the MIS within the 6 days. Then how you are going to do that? What you have to do that? That's we are and how you're going to achieve. That's important for you to have on clarity. The first thing is that analyze the current processes. So what you have to do is that you have to revisit your current processes. You have to note it down the pinpoint in that process. What's causing to see the delay and to be a cause of your late submission of your MIS. So you have to do the in-depth analysis of your processes to identify the loopholes from there. The company seeking a faster, smoother end of month close will want to review their current processes to pinpoint areas of low productivity, areas in need of greater organizations, and opportunities where they might rethink workflows and workloads. So, what you have to do is that you have to do the analysis of the current processes, what's the loopholes in that, what's the pinpoint or in that current processes, and you have to start to work on that. So that's going to be the first practical based practice you have to follow to analyze your current processes. Second, organize data in advance whatever data you need, and if you are able to gather that before going to start to close your month end activities, then that's going to be the added benefit. Since instead of waiting till the end, if you already able to gather the data in advance, then that's going to be the added benefit for you to start to work more faster. Waiting until the start of the month close process to gather necessary data is sure to extend the work much longer than is necessary. Instead, it's important to organize that information before it's time to start the process, making sure that accounting teams have access to the most recent accurate data to complete financial reports. But still, you have to organize data in advance. Next, keep good records. Maintaining accurate and up-to-date records is essential to a more efficient month-end close processes. Keeping good records of accounts payable and receivables, payroll, travel, and other expenses reduce the amount of extra work needed at the end of the month to verify the accuracy of expenses and reconcile accounts. Being R2R, if you are doing the review of any expenses, any account, and if all the backup details is already added over there, then that's going to be the one of the added benefits for you to quickly do the review without depending on anyone. So this is important from all the accounting and finance team, is that when you are doing any entries in the systems, when you are doing any activities in the system, so you have to reinsure that you are adding, uploading, and keeping the backup of that, since that's going to be required for audit, for review, if any query, and if any assessment is there, audit is there, since we have to keep the 7 years to 8 years records in the place for any assessment. So considering that, it's important to have all the backup in place. Next is to us, adopt a checklist. Your month-end activity should be checklist driven. That's going to be the one of the important docs. We have to keep it in the place. That's the SOP, standard operating processes. The checklist for the month end, how we are going to close the month, which are all the activities we have to follow. And if you make it the checklist driven, if that all the processes you already well was with that, but still if you have noted down and you reinsure when you are doing the month end close, either we have done all these activities what's added in the checklist or not, there might be something is missed from there, then you are able to do that. Or if something you are doing but not added in the checklist, you have to redo that, you have to add that in the checklist, since at the end of the day that's going to be the bible for the other teams. That's going to be the one of the helpful thing for the other team members to ensure the smooth closure of the month end. So there are there's no need to reinvent the wheel every time you close the books. It wastes time and adds unnecessary stress. Creating a clear and well-documented month-end process goes a long way toward forming a fast and efficient closing effort. Start by developing a repeatable workflow that assigns a series of steps and tasks to specific individuals, thus setting expectations for everyone's role and creating clarity for when crunch time comes. So that's going to be the important one. Next is reconcile. So as soon as you close your books as a draft, you have to start to do the reconciliations for that. Since the reconciliations, you are able to know that if something is not booked, you have to do the accounting entry for that in the systems, and you have to reinsure all your records has already been reconciled. Performing account reconciliation promptly will help identify errors and prevent any discrepancies from causing more significant issues later. When bank statement becomes available, for example, the team should check that the balances match those recorded in the GL. That's going to be the important, and considering this, the balance sheet reconciliation is one of the important concept towards the R2R. Set clear deadlines. We have to give the clear communications information to the teams when we are going to do which task, what's the deadlines for that. So if everyone is well aware about that date, then we are going to work towards that to see everything is going to be done well in advance of the deadlines. So that's also is going to be the important one. Next is towards coordinate with other teams. R2R is it's one of the key responsibility, key activity to do the coordinations with the other teams, because all the data is going to flow from different department to GL. That's P2P, O2C, that's a subledger. So from the SL, data is going to flow in the GL. So if you need any informations, then that's important to have a good coordinations with other teams. And the last, review the processes. Once the month end close is finalized, it's a good idea to conduct a in-depth review of both the outcomes and the processes. We have to do the review of all the outcomes through month end close. That's a P&L, balance sheet, cash flow. That's a financial statement. And we have to do the review of the processes to know what went wrong. If something is there, then we have to note it down. And that's going to be the areas where we have to do the improvement. So that's also is going to be the added benefits for us to review the processes. So that's all from these 8 proven and practical based practices for a seamless of month end close. And by this way, we are able to do the streamlining of our record to report processes. Thanks guys for being with us, and request all the members to like, share, and be with us to get more insight about accounting and finance. Thank you.